When Haley Lynn was delivered, she weighed less than this bottle of water and was so tiny, she was basically transparent. A car comes down the street, hits the truck that's parked right here. It swings everything over these trees, and unfortunately there were two women standing right here. They get hit by that truck and stuck underneath this fence. Shampoos, conditioners, hundreds of bottles come off cruise ships when they hit Port Everglades. But everyone at today's funeral took home a remembrance of the Serrano kids. Listen to this. The brand of the pan used to hit the intruder was made by Chef Emeril Lagasse. And he said he felt so bad Ellen lost one of his trademark pans warding off home intruders that he's replacing it. Senate Democrats say a tentative deal has been reached on the stimulus package, totaling an eye-popping $780 billion, though no vote has happened yet. The Freedom Tower, which is right over my shoulder, some call it Miami's Ellis Island, and tomorrow night Cuban Americans are going to come back to remember where it all began. Tomorrow night, hundreds of people are expected to walk up these steps into a history book. But more than 40 years ago, families entered this room looking for a better life, including Vivian Danell Rodriguez, the executive director of cultural affairs at Miami-Dade College.
As a child, I mean, I was 9 years old. It was all just strange to me. It was strange standing in line, waiting for things to happen, whether it was to get a shot or to get food.
Now the emotions in this room are displayed in the form of articles and never-before-seen pictures, capturing the despair and elation on the faces of Cuban immigrants coming to the United States. But the main event tomorrow night will be unveiling the Miami Herald's online database of the Cuban freedom flights, including immigrant names and arrival dates. Nancy San Martin, assistant world editor for the Herald, is part of the effort.
And this is an opportunity to preserve that history and to document that history and to try and give the next generation a little bit of their background.
Being part of and preserving one of the biggest events in Cuban American history gives Vivian
Very deep sense of responsibility.
The forum tomorrow night is going to start at 6, last about 2 hours, and Senator Mel Martinez and historians from the Freedom Flights will be speaking. Reporting live in Miami, Gary Widom, South Florida, tonight. Wearing the headphones, singing into the mic, this is the studio in Miami where musicians and a local engineer recorded an album nominated for a Grammy. He's known as El Medico. His reputation, performing musical mixing surgery with precision that's been recognized by Grammy Award nominations. Frank Rodriguez's latest production with the group Locos por Juana cut in this North Miami studio at the SAE campus, nominated for Best Latin Rock or Alternative Album.
To have to be nominated for the American Grammys is even better. Not to knock on the Latin Grammys, but it's even better, you know, because that means that a completely different market is giving you some recognition.
Rodriguez has been part of the producing team on 2 other Grammy-nominated productions from Daddy Yankee and Calle 13. But Rodriguez tells us working with the guys from LPJ had more meaning. They became friends at Hammocks Middle School, continued that friendship through high school, but then lost touch until the guys came to SAE.
And it was me, like, on the board looking up, like, you know...
I know you!
I know you! And he's like, whoa! You know?
LPJ recorded La Verdad, but putting a Grammy-caliber album together with very little money took some sacrifice.
You took a big hit. I took a big hit. It was a lot of explaining to the wife, why am I getting home at 4 o'clock in the morning and the finances are not working out.
After coming up empty twice, Rodriguez hopes this is his and LPJ's year.
I keep telling the guys I'm gonna get a t-shirt that says always the bridesmaid, never the bride. I'm gonna put a Grammy like underneath that statement.
But whether they win or not, Rodriguez tells us a Grammy nomination gives him more credibility for the teaching and industry reputation. On Sunday when the Grammys are on, Rodriguez will be with his family, hoping for the best.
All right, let's do a take.
In Miami, Gary Widom, NBC6. So is that Grammy material?
Yeah.
I like that Rodriguez guy.
Yeah, because Gary can't sing, trust me.